Hello and welcome to Maneater Chapter 5. I'm Cheats Disabled and we're going to hop right in this walkthrough.
Kind of regular there at Flamingo Joe's. People say it's a tourist trap. But it's the only place to get a decent Sazerac that don't have me on their do not serve list.
I just want to say, if you've been watching these videos, thank you so much. I appreciate every view, every subscription. I've got all the love and support from friends, family, and from my analytics people all over the world. So appreciate you so much if you're watching it. So glad. I hope you're enjoying it. Right here, we're speeding this up a little bit. We're swimming over to where this quest is, and we've sped up the footage just a little bit to get there faster for you. Now we're gonna take a bite at some people for the first time since the very beginning of the game. But first, we're gonna pick up this nutrient cache because nutrients are good for a growing shark.
Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world.
What else is good for a growing shark is people. And we just drug that poor sucker underneath the water to finish him off. Rosie just wants everybody to know that you're not safe if you're on land. We will dive on land and we will get you. We have enough oxygen in our tank to get 2 or 3 people and then hop right back in the water. Here we're just terrorizing folks, being an awful shark, embracing our inner villain.
The shark, perhaps having gone too far with her pranks and hijinks, is now the subject of a county-wide shark hunt.
Now it's here we activate the hunters coming for us. This operates much like Grand Theft Auto's wanted system. The more you do, the higher your level goes up. The higher level you have, the stronger and more violent the response of the opposition. Right here we are at 0 and we are speeding up the footage because we're gonna knock out these hunters till we get the first named hunter to come for us, and it is Bayou Willie. And he's right over there on that jet ski. We're gonna get him. But first, we're gonna snack on this human.
The scourge of the swampland, Bayou Willie.
I see a shadow.
Now back in regular speed, we are gonna take out Bayou Willie. And that was pretty quick. That was a lucky grab right off the jet ski, and we finished him off.
Most infamous chapters in the long troubled history of human-shark relations.
And right there, that gives us the bioelectric teeth. We're not gonna use those because we have the shadow teeth. Shadow teeth are much better. Bioelectric teeth are cool, but not as good as what we got. Right here, we're gonna keep fighting the hunters, because in this area, to advance the story, you have to get your wanted level to level 2. And so we're just gonna stay in this area and knock it all out one shot. So here we are grabbing the last human to finish off the story quest. And we're gonna speed the footage back up and pick a fight with some hunters and just keep doing this until we reach infamy level 2. Speeding along quickly because it takes quite a bit of hunter kills to do this. And we are snacking as quickly as possible.
While hunting bull sharks was made illegal in 1997, many shark hunters get around the rule by not killing them.
As you can see, we've taken out about a dozen hunters already to get this level up, and it's still not quite there yet. Hence why we grabbed and snacked. And also why we grabbed the Shadow Teeth, because as you can see, we are taking some damage from these shots and getting it right back every time we take a bite. We are almost to level 2 infamy, and I think we are going to get it right there.
Shotguns and molly hatchet disturbs the serenity of an otherwise calm sea. The shark hunters are near. The bartender life in Bobby Bojangles. Up there!
We've got our second mini boss named Hunter, Bobby Bojangles. We're gonna take her out. Again, another just lucky snatch and grab right off the boat, making it so easy.
Digs in as the conflict escalates.
And now we are gonna get out of here. We are gonna dive down in the water and try to escape this manhunt of the Maneater. See, we're still getting shot even though we've dived deep in the water. Gotta find some cover to break line of sight and get these hunters off our back. We just broke line of sight. As you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen, it went from attack to searching. So now they do not know where we are, and they will no longer attack, but they will still see us and attack on sight if they find us. But they're not gonna do that.
Barracuda. While most recognize it as the title of a classic rock radio staple, did you know that it's also a fish? Well, it's true.
We were thinking about going over there and taking out the apex predator, but we're gonna clear out some of the optional stuff in this area. Before we do that, we're gonna get these little human shark attack quest. I don't know exactly what you call these, but you have a little shark icon on your mini map, and you were tasked with going to attack non-aggressive humans and terrorize them. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a bite out of these unsuspecting beachgoers. They're trying to have a nice day at the beach, but they're not gonna have it as Rosie drags them under the water and drags them onto the beach. Wherever, if you're in the water or on land, you are not safe from the Maneater. Nowhere is safe. Doesn't matter if you're on a flamingo paddle boat. Doesn't matter if you're on a floaty. Doesn't matter if you're on a jet ski or a hunter boat. We're gonna get you.
Think it's probably a bad idea to get in the middle of the natural migration cycle. Just saying.
Now here we're trying to plot our course. Are we gonna go to the left? Are we gonna go south? We're gonna speed up the footage here and go west. Dive down in that water, try to break line of sight with these hunters yet again. Open up this grate. Go back through the tunnel systems where we took out the grouper. And use these as our safety net, if you will, to hide and then pop out back on the other side, where our second shark attack quest is. Just so happens to be this shark attack quest is armed people. just a couple of them, though. We could take them out pretty quickly. Just snatch them right off the boat.
Shark attacks aren't the only reason a boat is a bad investment.
Again, the shadow teeth are putting in the work for us.
I wouldn't know him from Adam. If he kill another fisherman, that's between them and him, yeah?
All right, so we shouldn't feel too bad about taking those guys out. They were clearly murderers. And we are doing vigilante justice out here, doing the work that Batman is afraid to do in Gotham. Right here, Rosie the Shark is ready to do work at any time, any place, against any ne'er-do-well that might be on her water. And here we're moving through a battle with an alligator. Now that we are level 8 ourselves, these gators are not as imposing of a threat as they were before. They can no longer thrash us. We can thrash them. And we do a lot more damage per bite. So these are a lot like what barracudas were just a couple levels ago. And now we hit level 9. We are 1 level away from adulthood. And that is a beautiful thing. And we're heading back over here to take out some people. These people, I don't know if they're murderers or not. Doesn't really give us that information, but we'll just pretend they are so we don't feel terrible slaying the innocent, having a party next to a horse statue. We've got our 7th person, and now we have triggered the hunters to come look for us yet again. We got 9 people, and now we're gonna pick a little fight with the hunters, get a little more protein in our diet, get that protein so we can enhance those shadow teeth.
But in Port Clovis, they put up a monument. Gotta be the best at something.
Now we're gonna get the heck out of here. Speed up this footage yet again so we can escape as quickly as possible and move on with the story. I believe we have another targeted assassination quest, and then we will be hitting the Apex, the first Apex fight of this walkthrough. I believe there's 5 total in the game, and this is what we're going to do, is take out the Apex Predators, so we are the Apex Predator of all the seas, Rosie the Shark. Looks like we've escaped our aggressors, and the hunt is over.
In the eternal struggle between man and nature.
Got another gator that we're just demolishing and thrashing. They have nothing on us now. They are weak. Alligators are now our prey. We are jumping back into a fight to the finish with these hunters. Use the wonders of technology to fast forward to this fight so you don't have to watch the long swim over there just to take out a targeted quest. Now that we have that finished, we are going to take on the Apex Barracuda Marking it here on the map so we know exactly where we're headed. Just a few meters away.
The needle-toothed nightmare, the Barracuda.
As you can see, that is one ugly Barracuda. Game called it the needle-toothed nightmare, and that is looking like the stuff that creates nightmares. And this fight can go either really easy or really difficult depending on what the game decides to do. I've ran this fight a few times, just seeing what it's about, trying to find if there's any kind of strategy that you can identify here, but there's not really. The Barracuda is either going to dodge everything and run from you and hit and run on you, or it's just gonna sit there and get devoured like it is here. The Shadow Teeth are again helping out a lot, because every time this Barracuda's hit us, we've been able to replenish and get right back in it, and that's why we picked them up.
While most recognize it as the title of a classic rock radio staple, did you know that it's also a fish? Well, it's true.
Finishing off the Barracuda will give you a trophy, and it will give you the bone teeth. Again, we're not going to use those, just like the bioelectric ones. Shadow Teeth are superior, but if you want to go for that all bone look or that all bioelectric look, feel free. It's your game. Play it how you see fit, and there's no wrong way to be a shark in Maneater. I just prefer to be a shadow shark. As you can see, this grate is locked until we age. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go over and activate the last story quest of this area. First, we're going to hop back to the grotto. We're going to spend all of these nutrients that we've been picking up and haven't used, because we've unlocked Hardy, we've unlocked protein digestion. We're going to go ahead and equip Hardy. We're going to equip protein digestion, and we're going to level stuff up. We're going to pick Hardy first. More health, I think, is the way to go. Taking that straight to tier 3, straight to tier 4. We are not messing around. We haven't spent any of those mineral upgrades at all this game, and I believe dropping them down in Hardy is the move. We just upgraded our sonar to the maximum level tier 5, and that means it's going to replenish very quickly, and our cover distance will be huge. Before we take on these story quests, I am feeling confident in our abilities to take on some gators. We're going to go ahead and get this targeted gator. He's right there. We've got all this extra health now. We're not afraid. That's a Barracuda. We're going to take that out. Easy peasy Barracuda squeezy.
Barracuda has a mouthful of teeth, each different, each carefully designed to decimate its prey.
Heading over to the bank on it targeted quest, and we are going to take out this level 15 hunted alligator. Again, these teeth are going to make it an easy job. We stun the gator right there. Catching it where it glowed yellow means you do a critical hit and stun, and that worked out nicely. Did it again. We stun this gator again, and we are just giving it the business. One thing that's pretty neat about this game, if you catch it right there, as we damage this gator, there are limbs missing. We took off all 4 of its legs before we finished it off. Now it's left chunks in the water, as I affectionately refer to them as the meaty boys. You want to pick up all the meaty boys the game has to offer, get that protein. Rosie needs her protein. And we are heading over to the other targeted gator in this area. So you can see we activated that sonar from quite a distance away, and you can see exactly where that targeted gator is. Level 15, that's okay. We're level 9, we've got this. We are full of teen angst, and we are going to take it out on any gator that crosses our path. And any barracuda that wants to come in and try to get some too. I don't understand what this barracuda's thinking. You see what we've done to this gator? What do you think you're gonna do? Maybe this barracuda's thinking, well, I'm level 5 and I can take a level 9. That's level 9. He's taking on 15, right? I can handle it. Not today, sucker. Now that we've taken out both of the targeted quests in this area, we are going to head over here to the final story quest icon of Dead Horse Lake Grotto. Not sure what it is. This is, we need to see what's going on with Scaly Pete. So we're gonna find out what's going on with Scaly Pete. How's he been since we took his arm? How's your mother and them?
Back on board the Cajun Queen.
That's Kyle, my son. He's just here for the summer. Studies marine biology. Look at that. I got one hand can still tie a hook. He got 2 can barely tie his shoes. Must get that from his mama. Yeah. He used to help my daddy around. Spent a lot of time together. But we wasn't close. He was a shark hunter. That's all he was. If anybody were gonna catch the mega, it'd be him. Thought it was a government experiment, got himself loose. Boy, he wanted that shark. Wanted it bad. Found it once. Didn't catch it, no.
What happened to your father?
Huh?
What happened?
Look, I ain't got time to answer questions all day. Got work to do.
So judging by the tonality of his voice, the way he said marine biology sounds like he looks at marine biology like it's Kyle's in college studying horoscopes or something. And considering his father believed that megadons were government experiments,
Our young bull is the inheritor of a long
I'd say
family
that this
tradition.
family
To find
tree
her place
is
in the
lacking.
The
All
bull
right,
retreats to the
we're
front
jumping back to
for
Fatik Bayou, where we're going to pick up episode 6. We are going to take out both of these targeted quests over here and see what other shenanigans we can get into on our way to adulthood. Thanks again for watching. See you next episode.